from its depths. It wasn't just a simple wristwatch, the kind one might find at a mundane quartermaster store on any standard military base. It was a complex chronoglyph, a marvel of miniaturized stellar engineering. Its crystalline face displayed not only the precise local time down to a but also tracked planetary rotations, lunar phases, the subtle ebb and flow of galactic tides, and even the precise rise and set of binary suns across distant, exotic systems. Intricate, almost magical, symbols pulsed faintly across its crystalline face, hinting at untold technological marvels within its elegant design, almost as if it communicated directly with the cosmos itself, channeling stellar energies. "Oh, my stars above," Mr. Percy exclaimed, utterly captivated, a sound of pure awe escaping him, tinged with a childlike delight. "That's a mighty nice chronoglyph there. The most beautiful one I ever did see. It's almost alive. It pulses. It does, like a tiny heart from the stars, beating with cosmic truth." "It's not just a chronoglyph, son," Sly Silas declared, his voice dropping to a low, conspiratorial whisper, as if sharing a profound, earth-shattering secret that only Percy, by virtue of his earnestness, was worthy of hearing. His eyes, fixed on Percy's, seemed to drill directly into his trusting soul, radiating a manufactured sense of shared destiny and cosmic brotherhood. "This here is a truly rare specimen, a piece of galactic history, some say from a forgotten, hyper-advanced civilization, an 18-karat gravitonium casing, encasing a precision 21 crystal movement, meticulously calibrated to interstellar anomalies and quantum fluctuations with astonishing accuracy, capable of predicting solar flares and warp core breaches, with a pure energy weave expansion bracelet that practically molds itself to your wrist, adapting to your very pulse, your unique bios, even resonating with your emotional state. It's an heirloom, almost a work of art, passed down from ancient interstellar navigators who charted the darkest nebulae and transcended temporal dimensions, capable of small, subtle temporal shifts if one knows how to activate them, and, by a peculiar twist of cosmic fate, one that always favors the honest of heart, it can be yours." Sly Silas presented it with the flourish of a seasoned performer, allowing the chronoglyph to gleam enticingly under a miniature, pulsing holographic spotlight that sprang magically from his palm, highlighting its every glittering facet, making it impossible for Percy to look away. Percy's jaw, which had previously dropped slightly in initial, now descended even further, resting somewhere around the vicinity of his meticulously polished grasp, almost dislodged by the sheer opulence of the object and the audacious offer. His eyes, already stretched wide as twin supernova remnants observed from a very precarious distance, stared at the magnificent chronoglyph with a mixture of profound reverence and aching longing. His ingrained Hickenlooper prime sensibilities, however, instantly registered the implied, astronomical value of such a piece. "Oh, my goodness gracious, mister, and you're offering it for purchase," he stammered, his voice filled with childlike awe, a tremor running through it, betraying his deep excitement. "Oh, I could never, ever afford an expensive chronoglyph like that. I truly couldn't. It must cost a fortune. It must. Why, it looks like it belongs in the sector governor's personal collection, or a museum of ancient wonders, behind a force field guarded by laser turrets and surrounded by security droids, programmed to disintegrate." Sly Silas's smile, though still stretching a little too wide for true sincerity, didn't falter in the slightest. It was a well-oiled, perfectly calibrated machine of transactional charm, utterly impervious to inconvenient truths, or any form of buyer's remorse. "Why not, my eager young marine friend? What hinders such a brave, upstanding protector of the galaxy? What keeps a valiant soul from possessing true splendor, a tool worthy of his courage and keen intellect? You've just been paid, haven't you? Fresh credits, gleaming, vibrating with untapped potential in your data pouch. I sense it. A certain irresistible magnetic resonance that only true wealth, or recently acquired military pay, emits. It practically sings to me. It does. A song of new possibilities, new adventures, new gravmat slippers." Percy's chest puffed up slightly, a ripple of pride momentarily overcoming his ingrained humility and his Hickenlooper thriftiness. "Yes, I just got my credits dispersed today. Full and proper, they were. Captain Montgomery just gave them to me. He did. not 15 minutes ago. High in the world. You know that glorious feeling, don't you, Mr. When your data pouch is full and the universe seems boundless, filled with every conceivable possibility, even for humble Marines just looking for some GravMat slippers, and maybe a laser hop for his aunt, and some nutrient paste for his space. Ah, the feeling, the ineffable, magnificent feeling, Sly Silas exclaimed, placing a hand over his shimmering synth-leather chest with exaggerated, almost melodramatic sincerity. His eyes, though reptilian, managed to convey a surprising depth of manufactured understanding, as if sharing a deeply personal connection with Percy's financial liberation. A familiar, glorious feeling indeed. Well, young Percy, being an ex-serviceman like I once was, he lied effortlessly, having never served anything more strenuous than a brief, unremarkable stint as an underling in a backwater data brokerage, before he discovered his true calling in fleecing. You just kind of feel it in the cosmic ether, when a brave uniform wearer has a bit of spare change. It's a sixth sense. You see, a spiritual bond between a kinship that transcends species and even galactic sectors. It's a connection of souls. It is forged in the fires of military camaraderie. How about it, son? Wouldn't you like to have this magnificent chronoglyph for your very own? A truly fitting token of your valiant service to the Starstone Council. A piece that declares your success to all who gaze upon its brilliance. And a truly effective timekeeping device besides a symbol of your journey. Percy shifted from foot to foot, his ingrained sense of Hickenlooper Prime thriftiness battling fiercely with his awe, his longing, and a deep-seated desire to finally own something so spectacularly advanced. His mind, accustomed to practical calculations for farming implements and fuel efficiency, struggled with the sheer opulence being presented, the chasm between its perceived value and his humble means. Well, sir, I'd like it very much. I truly would. It's just so beautiful. It truly is. It's more beautiful than a double supernova on a clear night. It truly outshines the binary suns themselves. But a chronoglyph like that wouldn't ever come within my budgetary parameters, I reckon. My fiscal responsibilities, you see, are quite extensive. I've got my family allotments to send back home to support Mother Pippin and the various livestock creatures, like our two-headed space, who need a lot of nutrient paste to grow properly and prevent Tiana Jama squabbles. And I've got to buy my new GravMat slippers, as my old ones are quite warped now from the atmospheric cleansing incident on Xylos 4. They barely levitate now. And I've got to get a rather special present for my Aunt Bethany's upcoming Biopod Harvesting Festival. A celebratory, perhaps, if I can find one at a good, honest price, with a solid warranty. No, it's impossible. I simply could never, ever afford an expensive chronoglyph like that. It's too grand for me. It is. Too much of a cosmic indulgence for a simple Marine from Hickenlooper Prime, I fear, and I wouldn't want to overspend my modest credits. Sly Silas chuckled, a dry, rustling sound like scales rubbing together, a sound that, had Percy been more cynical, might have betrayed a hint of suppressed, malicious amusement. His mind, meanwhile, was racing, calculating how to turn this unexpected underestimation of the chronoglyph's true value to his ultimate, overwhelming advantage, ensuring maximum, illicit profit. Wait a minute, son. Before you dismiss this unparalleled opportunity, before you allow your sensible Hickenlooper Prime ethics to override a chance at such splendor, just tell me, how much do you honestly think this magnificent chronoglyph costs? Give me your best, most educated guess. Young Marine, don't hold back. I value your honest assessment. I truly do. Your simple wisdom is often superior to convoluted financial models. Percy squinted at the shimmering chronoglyph, turning his head from side to side, then tilting it, trying to catch every glint of light, trying to recall prices from his limited knowledge of space mall advertising and the highly selective planetary news channels available on Hickenlooper Prime, which often exaggerated prices for urban folk. He made a rapid, internal mental calculation, factoring in the inherent quality, the rare gravitonium, the advanced crystal movement, and the sheer amount of glittering precious metal, then adjusted it slightly based on what seemed reasonable for a good, solid, yet still somewhat affordable, item back home. He truly wanted to be fair, for both himself and the seller. He pondered the market fluctuations, the rarity indices, the perceived value. He finally settled on a figure that represented a significant, yet achievable investment.